On the line's a man, well, he's well known to the program, Dr. Dvir Abramovich, Chair of the Anti-Defamation Commission, but he has family in the area in hiding. Dr. Abramovich, good morning.
Hi, Neil. How are you?
What is happening to your family members?
Well, first of all, I just want to say that I've broken down in tears often over the last few days. I've been up all night on family group chats, and my heart is bleeding, Neil. This is a wound that will never heal. I'm angry. I'm outraged. I'm gripped by disbelief at the evil and the barbarism and the carnage and the scenes of butchery. This is a horror show of terror and viciousness. It's a disaster of a magnitude that I, as an Israeli, as an Australian Jew, never imagined in my worst nightmares. And this is really apocalyptic.
Well, I agree. The acting ambassador described it to us in detail earlier. What have your family members told you?
Yeah, so my cousin Adia, who lost her brother Chen in August, he was a police inspector. He was on a motorbike with his partner at 6 o'clock at the heart of Tel Aviv, and he identified by some supernatural instinct a terrorist. And they cornered him, and when he got off his bike, he was shot in the head twice. And he saved hundreds of Israelis because that terrorist was planning a mega attack. So my cousin Adia, who lives in Kibbutz Reim, which borders Gaza, was huddled in a safe room with her husband and her two young children. They were there for more than 10 hours. There were RPG missiles landing across next to their houses. Terrorists came into the house, pretending to be Israeli soldiers, trying to get into the safe room. Luckily, they never opened the door. And we were communicating in real time. And I just want to remind people that not since the Holocaust have we had such a large number of Jews killed on a single day. Mm. And when you hear about the atrocities, Neil, they shot elderly people in bus stations. They torched the houses of Holocaust survivors. They rounded up women and children into rooms, and I don't want to use this analogy, but almost like the Nazis did, and they machine gunned them. I mean, they came into Israel to murder and to maim and to mutilate anyone they could find.
What do you want Australia to do? Is Australia doing enough?
Well, first of all, I thank the Prime Minister for acknowledging that Israel has a right to defend itself. I hope that our Premier Allen, will call on this terrorist organization to release the hostages back into their families. I just watched a press conference of Israeli parents whose kids have been kidnapped and are being held in Gaza. And the heartbreaks. They killed 260 young people in a music festival. One young woman was murdered and stripped to her underwear, and a corpse was thrown in the back of a pickup truck, so it could be paraded around Gaza. These are war crimes, Neil, and I hope that every Australian, not just Jews, because let's remember that Hamas, like Al-Qaeda and like ISIS, hates Christians, Hindus, atheists, members of the LGBT plus community, anyone who doesn't fit into their extremist warped worldview. This is not just an attack against Israel or an attack against Australian Jews. It's an attack against every decent human being.
Thank you for talking to us, Dr. Dvir Abramovich. He sent me some video too of the house next to where his relatives are living from the Anti-Defamation Commission.